The midday sun soars high above Whiterun, and a guilty man walks free. Free for now. Free with a purpose. The city I hold dear to my heart, yet I have done great harm, great hurt. My shadow will not fall on their streets. I will leave them to their daily lives. I will fight to ensure they can keep them. I believe my debt will never fully be paid. A monster in their eyes forevermore. Sometimes to kill a monster like Alduin, one must become a monster themselves. I, Hrothgar, once again beckoned us. A journey only some would take once in a lifetime. We would do again. The horses would not be happy, but the fate of Skyrim depended on the swiftness of their hooves. I came upon my concerned group of followers. I believe they were beginning to fear the worst, not for me, but for the town of Whiterun. With their minds at ease, we rode with speed. Banner, no doubt aware of the hard journey ahead.
99 flagons of meat on the wall, 99 flagons of mead. We take them down, drink around town. Guards have a bounty on both of us now.
At least the weather has been our friend. Better for you, huh? And hear them shouting. Not quite as thunderous. The horses will be fine for now.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Indeed it is. But just to be sure, we leave them some warmer skies. Look for gore! There. The snows will pass. The cold will remain, but they're hardy creatures. It'll be fine. We'll have a chance to warm ourselves inside. It may take some convincing. Greybeards are difficult at times, and Arngeir is certainly no exception. There. Relax for a moment. Give me some time. Old man, forgive me for the intrusion. It's good to see you. We must speak at length about Alduin. I have faced him with Paarthurnax, and I intend to find him once again. We must capture one of his own kind, another Dover, an ally of his. However, it will be no small task.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonrend shout from here. You defeated him?
Yes, for now. But he escaped. He's been feeding upon the souls of Sovngarde, of heroes long past. I need to find his way in. I need to reach him.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help, Arngeir. Help capturing a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
Look, I'll worry about capturing this Dover. I need your help with something greater. Perhaps something more difficult. I need your help in stopping the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Yes, I am aware of as much. You don't like to involve yourselves. in this crisis, or the many others Skyrim faces. Be that as it may, Jarl Balgruuf won't help. Not while the war rages, not while his enemy can take advantage of his weakness. That is why we need you.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Yes. Both sides, the Stormcloaks and the Empire, respect you. Respect the Greybeards. They will listen to your words.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems.
Yes.
So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Good. Good. I thought for a moment convincing you might be more difficult, but I'm glad you have listened. I may not be wise like yourselves, but I know when we must come together to fight a common enemy, and we won't be able to do it without you. Perhaps you can help me understand further. How has Alduin reached Sovngarde?
The old tales say that he can travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. You must find out how he does this before he regains his strength and returns.
Very well. I will leave you. Allow you to prepare. We'll ride out across Skyrim. Bring Ulfric, bring Tullius. Help them understand the weight of the situation we are in. We'll make this happen.
Sky, guard you.
And you. They have agreed. We should leave them. It shall not be an easy journey. With Tullius more than likely in solitude, and Ulfric biding his time in Windhelm, we each sit as far as they can from one another. We are, at this time, closer to Ulfric. We'll ride to Windhelm first. The weather is still with us. We'll make use of it while we can. Ride down from the mountain, and as far as we can. All of you join, as soon as you're ready to ride. Fill up your water. Take what you need. We won't rest for long. We're nearing it. And home is close. Sometimes it's pleasant to just take a moment. Enjoy the time away from strife. Away from heartache. Battle. Although, I must admit, the sun is taking some getting used to. But you have managed well so far. You serve as a good example.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Very true. Yes. Not linger for much longer. We'll make sure the pup has something to eat, and then we'll be on our way. Right. Resaddle those water bags. Make sure they're firm. There's a Rissa got to now. Searching for ale, perhaps. Or more bread. Well, she won't be far. Not stray far ourselves.
My friend, I feel strange. My mind is vibrating in my skull. It feels like it is at the end of a hook.
You're all right. You're fine. We're here. Are you... You're right.
I do not know. Wait, the sensation is receding. That was horrible.
How do you feel now? What was it? Something attacking your mind.
I'm okay. I have no idea what it was. All of a sudden there was a bright flash, and it felt like my mind was being pulled out of my ears.
Certainly doesn't sound good. If anything happens again, tell me. You need to know. You need to be prepared.
Do not worry about me, my friend. Let us get back to it.
Very well. Return to the road as soon as Arissa is done. Are you certain you're all right? Inigo!
It is happening again. My mind is vibrating.
Strana.
It feels like it is on the end of a rope.
Tell us all you can.
Wait, I see something. A cabin? Trees? A face? It is fading.
You're fine.
It is under the rug. Thank the gods. It is weakening. Oh. It is over. Ow.
Good. What exactly did you see? These sound like visions. Prophecies, perhaps.
I saw brief flashes of a cabin in the snow. It was surrounded by trees. What is happening to me?
I'm not sure. You mentioned a rug. You said it was under it. Something hidden, kept away from others.
Yes, something small and shiny. A coin? A ring? No, I cannot remember. I think my brain is broken.
I certainly hope not. Do you recognize anything about the cabin? Any features that might help us?
No, but something about the landscape was familiar. I wish I could remember where I have seen it before.
The snow would be in the north, or in the mountains. Did you see anything else? Anything at all? Anything that might help us?
A man, perhaps? A bearded man. I did not recognize him. The flashes were very fast and confusing.
Well, let us hope it doesn't occur again. But perhaps we should wait a while, not ride while you're in this condition. The last thing I want or need is you falling off the road now.
Okay. If it does happen again and my brain tries to escape through my nose, push it back in, please.
I'll do my best. Where is she? What do you make of this then? Not seen anything of its like before.
My friend, my mind is being tugged again. It is very strong this time.
Concentrate.
I see wooden posts upright in the snow. Tower. I recognize the tower.
Where?
I see the cabin again. The door is locked tight. It is receding. It is over. For now. My head is pounding. Ow.
We cannot move further with these happening. If you were to have one of these visions in front of a Dover, well, you'd find yourself rather toasty. I don't think pushing your brain in through your nose is an option. We need to find the source of these visions. I have dealt with a kind before. Long ago in Dawnstar. It was a Daedra, putting nightmares into the people's heads. Perhaps this is similar. Regardless, we need to find out.
I agree. I think I know where to start. I saw a ruined tower in the snow. I think I camped there once long ago.
I see. Where is it? This tower?
The tower is a short hike from Dawnstar. It is called Snow Point Beacon. It is nothing special from what I remember, but I think it is close to the source of these embarrassing episodes. I understand if we are too busy, but what do you say? Shall we go?
I think we must. To do otherwise would be dangerous. And Dawnstar. Somehow I'm not surprised. Perhaps it's not finished. Perhaps we did not do the job right. Erendor, an old friend of mine, he assisted me in the past. And we thought we defeated the source of these visions. If this is somehow affecting yours, then perhaps he's reaching out to us, attacking us. We aren't exactly in favor with many Daedra. We'll do this, my friend. We'll ride to this peak. We'll find these visions. For now, old Frick will wait.
Thank you, my friend. I will mark Snow Point Beacon on your trusty map. Let us go.
Good, we shall. Go find Orisa. I'll make the horses ready, and then we'll ride together. This is what friends do, after all. Watch yourselves going through the pass. There's something loose here. Old shrine. We're safe for now. No ambushes. It would not be wise. Perils. Heads down. Act normal. Hail. We cannot afford any attention. Not now. Place of memories. Our time underground. Here, the path is ahead. Mind the wildlife. Ride on. The path is clear. Ride on. It works for us. We'll be nearing it soon, Inigo. Tell us if you feel any different. A warning would be good. By the line. Quite the sight. I believe that might be what we seek. It looks occupied. Fires burn. Off the horses for now. Continue on foot. I know not what to expect. Tell me if you feel any different. If it comes to bloodshed, be ready. There could be worshippers, bandits, highwaymen. You know not what we walk into. With the setting sun, I feel stronger, ready. Ready to fight.
Who's there?
Been seen. Charge them. Bill. Well, today, one shall. Find the other. Not too far ahead, friend. Follow him. This is the place then, friend. The place you saw.
Okay, this is Snowpoint Beacon. Next we need to find the wooden posts I saw. They must be close.
The posts. Is there anything else? Anything you could remember?
In my vision, the posts were worn and weather-beaten. According to my nose, all the wood here seems to have been cut fairly recently. I can also smell stone, and ice, and you, and... Wait, I can smell old timber. This way, my friend.
Good. Lead the way. I shall follow. All of you be ready. There might be more of them here. These are no mages. They aren't the ones doing this to you, Inigo. No. It's something else. Come back and collect what we can after. Don't worry, Arissa. You'll find your gold. You certainly have a keen sense of smell, my friend. Yes.
The source of my mind vibrations is east of here. I am sure of it. The cabin must be nearby. These are the posts from my vision. Come on, let's follow them.
Have you seen anything else?
No, but we are on the right path. I am glad you are by my side. Let us push on.
Very well. I'd have it no other way. You've supported me through all my journeys. It's time I return the favor. More light ahead. Firelight. More of these posts. No cabin. There is wood. More of it.
More mind vibrations. The source is at the top of these steps. I can feel it.
Good. We'll move fast. All of you. Stay close. We know not what we face. Bones. What is this place? There's a cabin. Is this the one from your visions? The one you saw? It's well lit.
Thank the gods. I am not crazy. There it is. The cabin I saw.
Yes.
My friend, I bet you 100 septims the door is locked tight. I think I have a solution, though.
Let's see. What's your plan, then?
During one of my painful episodes, I said, "It is under the rug." Remember? Give me a moment.
Yes.
Yes! Here it is, a key! Back home, my mother used to keep a spare in the same place.
Your mother.
Why don't you do the honors? My hands are uncharacteristically shaky for some reason.
Very well. I'm ready. If you are. Just... we don't know what will be in there. What's causing these visions. And stay aware.
Okay. Let us see what is inside.
Aye. Perhaps it would be best if the rest of you waited. Stand guard outside. I'll call if anything goes amiss. For now, it shall be just you and I, friend. Let us go.
Is that a picture of me?
Aye.
What is this place? Let us look around.
Yes, we should. It's quiet. The fire is hot. Meat is still cooking. There is another here. A man. I will wake him. Just be ready.
Oh my. You're here. I was beginning to lose hope.
Hope. You were expecting me. Hope is not lost yet. How is it I can help you?
What? No, not you, whatever you are. Him. Get out of the way.
Very well.
Inigo, is it really you? Or am I dreaming?
That is my name, and let me tell you this. If you insult my friend again, I will be forced to harm you. Do we have an understanding?
It's all right.
My apologies. I am often too terse for my own good. I mean nothing by it, I assure you.
Okay, my friend here is the legendary Dragonborn. He deserves your respect.
I see. Well, I'm sure you make quite the team, Inigo, but it's you who I've been seeking all these years. I'm so glad you're still alive.
Who are you? Why have you been seeking me?
My name is Langley. Langley Longseer to some.
Longseer.
Dear boy, I have much to tell you. How did you find me?
I started to get brief, painful visions a while ago. They showed me flashes of this place. And you. I also felt a nasty tugging sensation.
Ha! The spell works. Not quite as was intended, but it got you here in the end. I was about ready to string that conjuration mage up by his toes.
You summoned me? I have to tell you, your spell needs work.
I've been trying to locate you for quite some time. I even traveled to Riverhold. I found your parents shortly after they died, gods rest their souls. Oh dear, you do know about that, don't you?
They were killed protecting a trading caravan. I heard. You were there?
Yes. I am so sorry for your loss. For all your losses. In a way, I've been traveling with you. Just a step behind.
Did my mother and father die well?
They met their end with dignity. I was the one who found them, and I made sure they had a fine burial. They died holding hands.
Why were you there? Were you looking for me even then?
I had hoped they could lead me to you. I continued to track you for years. Then the trail went cold after I found your brother.
You found Fergus? How? Have you always been hiding in my past, haunting every step I take? Why? I do not know you. What do you want from me?
It's all right.
I've come to know you very well. I am your friend, Inigo. Perhaps the greatest friend you have. We are destined to work together.
I already have the only friend I need.
You don't understand. There's a great evil coming. I don't know when exactly, but it is close. I've seen it in my dreams. You are there too. You are the champion destined to destroy the Doomstrider.
Doomstrider.
What are you talking about? The Doomstrider?
Yes, the very avatar of destruction and death. The demon that has plagued my dreams for decades.
I need to sit down.
Take a seat, rest, and I'll tell you all I know. I've been keeping a note of everything.
I am sorry, my friend. I need a moment. My legs are a little wobbly all of a sudden.
Understandably.
Go and sit down. It is a lot to take in, I know. Make no mistake, Inigo. You are safe here. You both are. Inigo and I have much to discuss. I don't wish to be rude, but perhaps it's best if you leave us to it for a bit. In fact, if you could do something for me, I'd be most grateful.
Do something for you. Sir, I barely know you. Expect me to trust you with the life of my friend, one you've been tracking all his days. I would rather stay beside him, if that is fine.
Inigo may trust you, but I don't know you at all, and I'd rather speak to him alone for a bit. Much of what I have to say is personal. If you're half the friend he thinks you are, I'm sure you understand. I'm not asking you to go very far, I just need you to get something for me.
Very well. Speak. What is it you need?
Eggs.
Eggs. What kind?
Glad to be of use, eh? Good. I need snow thrush eggs. 6 should do the trick. They often boost my visions, allowing me to see further into the future. If Inigo is here, then maybe the Doomstrider is finally preparing to strike. We must be ready.
Very well. Where would I find these eggs?
There are at least 8 nests outside my home. You shouldn't need to go very far. I hope you don't mind heights. They are usually rather elevated. Come back to me when you have 6 eggs, no fewer. Find 8, and I'll give you something precious for your trouble.
Very well. What of this Doomstrider?
I don't know. Maybe in time we'll find out together. Go on, go and get those eggs and let Inigo and I talk a while.
Very well. I shall fetch these eggs. But know that if you do my friend harm, you'll just as quickly lose that head of yours.
Search up high, and try not to fall off anything.
Very well. Blood. I'll leave you to it then, friend. We'll be close. You know what to do. Whistle and I'll be here. Well, there is a man inside. The one who's been causing these visions. He's been following our friend. He seems welcoming enough. But we'll stay ready. He requires some eggs, if you would believe it. Increases his visions. He's a seer of sorts. I'll seek what I can of them. Find anything else that might be hidden. Relax for now, if you would. Let's see. An old fire. Alright. Still nimble enough. Quite the sight from up here. He would have seen us come and go. Perhaps he knew he was there. Another. You know not how far. Much of the place is buried. Sprite. 2 of them. It's fine. I'm staying away for now. Right. Ready?
What have you got?
They're nearing. Now! Look for the other.
Who's there?
Just make sure they don't make their way up. Quick work. Alright, boy. You can go on back. Thank you. Good work spotting them. Stay at the ready. No coincidence that he is home here, near where these birds roost. As if this is a ruse, a trick. Well, we'll find out the hard way what we do to our enemies. Another below. Along the path. Very well. Not exactly how I planned to spend my evening. Not exactly easy to reach. It'll be alright, boy. More scraps for you. To carry us enough. We should still be able to get it. Alright. That's 3. But there's more hiding. Yes. Might as well make yourself at home. Let me know if there's anything worth hunting. I'll be glad for a meal. Talos. Mammoth. That's 4. Another up high. Very well. No doubt they have much to talk of. But to be followed. All one's life. Watched. I almost know his experience. I feel like the gods and the Daedra have had much of their hands in my fate. Perhaps even this one. I imagine you'll be amused if you're watching, Miss Mora. The Dovahkiin, Egg Fetcher. Alright, easy now. That's 5. Seek no reward. 6 will suffice. There. Be needing a way up. Less. Lucky enough. There. Waited long enough. But it could do well. If these visions are real, if this seer can see all, well, I know where one more is at least. Very well. spot for a home. Right. Somewhere unseen, perhaps. Further up into the mountains. Somewhere. There. Very well. That should at least win the old man's favor. I know not yet if he is to be trusted. Still, you are far stronger and outnumber him. It is done. I hope you've had a chance to learn more of each other. I have your eggs.
Well done, you got the eggs. Very good.
I found 8, but I need no prize.
Your prize? Oh yes, here you go. Take my thanks and my gratitude. Very precious commodities indeed.
I'm sure. But frankly, that was what I was expecting. Take your eggs, and we are done.
What? I didn't need eggs, I just needed you out of the house for a bit so we could talk. Keep them. Turn them into an omelette for all I care. Anyway, Inigo and I have had a bit of a chat, and he's persuaded me that you can be trusted. It seems we 3 are in this together. I've given him my notes, and I'm sure he'll let you read through everything. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe you should talk to Inigo first, though.
Perhaps. Inigo may have convinced you that I am trustworthy, but you, old man, you I do not trust. So, what of it then?
Good job getting those eggs, my friend. This Langley fellow may be a bit rude and gruff, but he's on our side.
Is he?
He gave me these. He found my father's journal, can you believe it? He also gave me 2 books he's written about his search for me. They contain a lot of information about how important I am. They are very good books, but also sad. Apparently, I have my own prophecy. If you want to hear more about it, I'll tell you what I know. Langley says we are going to save the world. That is, of course, unless you think we have something better to do.
No. Saving the world is what we do best. But this Langley, I do not know whether we can trust him, my friend. It's convenient, to say the least. But the man has watched you all your days. I would hate to think it. What if he had a hand in these tragedies that befell you? I would not be so quick to trust him. Regardless, how does your head feel now?
It is still a little tender. Oh, that reminds me. You should ask Langley about the summon spell that has been causing my mind vibrations. He has a spare copy. Maybe he will let you give it a go. My mind is not keen on the idea, but I think a spell like that could be useful, my friend.
No. No. It will not take away the free will of others. The kind of magic stems from an evil source. To control others' wills, to force them to bend the knee, to serve you. I will have none of that. But perhaps you can tell me of this prophecy. What has he told you so far?
I will tell you what I know.
Well, what is it?
Okay, the Inigo prophecy. Somewhere out there in the world, there is a very nasty being gathering its strength. If left unchecked, it will grow until its evil influence burns away all that is good in this world. It has appeared in Langley's dreams for many years, often as a gigantic figure striding through the land, leaving nothing but pain, anguish, and death in its wake. He calls it the Doomstrider. In the same dream, he sometimes sees a handsome blue Khajiit defeat the menace with his help. He calls this fellow the Champion. That is me, my friend. Much of Langley's prophecy is hazy, and he says that sometimes his dreams show more than one possible outcome. But now he and I have finally met, he believes we stand a good chance of preventing much suffering.
Maybe... What about the man himself, this Langley? What can you tell me?
He is interesting.
Yes. His visions, if they aren't these eggs, how do they work?
Langley has dreams that often come true. He usually foresees the beginning, the middle, or the end of a future event, but never all three. So he may know that a man at the market will get into a fight, but he won't know why. Or he will see a dead man at the market, but not know how he died. To make matters worse, he sometimes sees 2 or more possible endings. Until we met, he couldn't be sure that we ever would. He is understandably relieved.
The fates can change then, it would seem. Tell me about his search for you. How long has he been looking?
Ever since I appeared in his dreams, he has been looking for me. All he knew in the beginning was that the champion was Khajiit, avoided death at an early age, and had blue fur. He finally heard about a remote village among the shifting sands of elsewhere that ritualistically sacrifices any child born among their number whose fur is blue. He deduced that the champion was likely a blue child from this village that somehow escaped their fate. He set off in search of the village, but on the way he found Riverhold and heard about me. This was a few years after Fergus and I left to find our fortune though, so he began tracking us. Along the way he heard tales about my brother and I. He even collected mementos from our endeavors. You can see a few of them over there on those shelves by the chest.
I see.
After finding Fergus, lying among the remains of our camp, he lost track of me. The years went by, and he grew weary. He eventually returned here, and employed a group of adventurers to continue the search for me, and to look for any signs of the Doomstrider. He also paid a conjuration mage to concoct a summon Inigo spell. My mind vibrations were the result of him trying unsuccessfully to use the spell.
Well, it seems it worked well enough. Got you here. I have other questions for now.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know more of what Langley told you.
What details can I help you with?
The Doomstrider. What have you learned so far? What do we know of the thing?
Not much, I'm afraid. Langley is the man to ask about that. All I know is that I am destined to fight whatever or whoever it is. I hope you will be at my side when the time comes, my friend. Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with my debt to you.
It will not interfere, my friend. It is, if, as he says, a threat to all of us. I am with you, Inigo. All of the way.
It warms my heart to hear you say that, my friend. With your help, I know I can finally put some good back into this world.
Very good. What of these books?
They are called In Search of a Champion and Da Vinci's Journal. My father wrote the journal, and Langley wrote In Search of a Champion. Langley's books contain the story of his search for me, and a few tales about Fergus and I. The journal is my father's personal account of our upbringing. In my opinion, the books are informative and quite moving.
I see. And have you learnt any more of your past? Of who you were?
Like all Khajiit, my physical characteristics were probably determined by the moons at my birth. I seem to be the product of a very rare celestial alignment that only occurs briefly, every few hundred years or so. In the backward village where I was born, a blue child was seen as a bad moon omen. I would have been sacrificed if my birth mother had not smuggled Fergus and I away.
I see. So your brother, Fergus, he was in danger as well.
We were not identical, but we were twins. Perhaps his life was forfeit by association. Whatever the case, I like to think that my birth mother could not bear the idea of separating us.
I see. But if he was your twin, why was he not like you?
I can only guess that there was enough time between our births for the moons to shift. Langley thinks the alignment that produced me may only last for a few moments. I am incredibly unique, my friend.
That you are. That you are. What happens now? What happens next?
We wait for Langley to receive more information either from his sources or his dreams. When he hears something new, he will let us know.
Let's see. How does he plan to contact us?
He will use the summon spell to vibrate my mind again. My mind is not looking forward to it.
No, understandably. I don't like the sounds of that. If you were to try and summon you when we were in danger. Needless to say, it's dangerous. I don't like it. The man could send a letter. Has you heard of those? The couriers have their ways of finding us. But if that is his and your will, so be it. But we know all we can for now. And I've heard enough.
Okay.
Let us be on our way. I will allow you time here, if you need it, to read and go through some of your old belongings. I am sure there are many memories here. Some fond and some painful. We'll let the old fool rest for now, and I'll allow you your time. Join us outside when you're ready.